On this episode, I talk about 6 home turnoffs you should avoid and saving some energy. Welcome everyone to episode 031 of the Ask Jason Gelios show. I'm your host, Jason Gelios. Thanks again for tuning in on this episode. I got some really good topics that I'm going to cover. We were actually talking about this with some people just this past week. So we're going to talk about the 6 home turnoffs that you should definitely avoid. Whether you're selling a home or you just own a home and you're having people over. So there are things that are unattractive to people that show up at your house. So, and then I'm going to share with you some, I believe, 6 home energy saving tips. These are tips that anyone can use, even if you are renting a home and you are looking at saving some money on the monthly energy cost. This is going to be something that you're going to want to watch. So, before we get into these topics, I'm going to share with you a fun fact about the number 31. A billion seconds is roughly 31 years. So I'll repeat that. A billion seconds is about 31 years. That's my fun fact about number 31. Let's go ahead and get into the show. I'm going to share with you the top 6 home turnoffs you should avoid. And what I mean by this is that there are things that you should not do if you are looking to sell your home, or even if you have somebody over your house. These are the 6 home turnoffs that people visiting a home or looking to buy a home are unattracted by. So, okay, number 1, stained walls, ceilings, whatever, furniture. That is a huge turnoff if somebody walks through your home, whether they're looking to buy it or even if they're over and they see stains all over, right? That's unattractive. Number 2, dull lighting. Most home buyers say that dull lighting is unattractive and ugly. So get plenty of lights. Liven up the place. Add some lights if you can, right? Have someone do that for you. If you have dull light bulbs and if you're not maximizing the wattage, okay, get it. Change the light bulbs out. So don't be a victim of dull lighting. Number 3, outdated bathrooms. Outdated bathrooms are definitely unattractive. And if they're dirty and outdated, that's even worse. So update your bathrooms if you can. If you're thinking of selling, even in a seller's market, update some things, because it doesn't matter what kind of market, unless you have really ambitious, home buyers. An ugly bathroom is an ugly bathroom. Number 4, cluttered rooms. If you have rooms that have clutter everywhere, even if it's a kid's room, I can actually attest to this because I have kids, but although they're not horrible with it, but toys left out, books on the floor, clothes everywhere. Make sure that rooms are nice and clean and clutter free. The more of a floor you can see, that a potential home buyer can see, the better. But cluttered rooms make the list at number 4. Number 5 is bad smells and odors, which, by the way, these are not in any specific order of importance. They're just listed. So a bad smell, a strong bad odor, that's horrible. People won't even stay in the house. They won't even view the house or consider placing an offer. So make sure the smells are under control. Number 6, over-the-top decor. So crazy design stuff that, which if you've ever watched a movie, which I'm kind of dating myself here, if you ever watched the movie Beetlejuice, right? How the wife in it had all this crazy art stuff in it. It's all weird claw and all this stuff. Get rid of the over-the-top decor, or throw it in storage if you want to keep it. Keep things neutral, especially if you're selling. So if you're selling a house, don't have over-the-top decor. Have nice, neutral, regular stuff. That way, home buyers are not turned off. So that's my 6 home turnoffs that you should definitely avoid. I'm going to share with you 6 ways to lower your energy bill. With temperatures in Macomb County right now reaching 100, it's really important to know how to lower your energy bill. And so I'm going to share this with you, and hopefully you find it valuable. So, number one, clean your AC filter. Your AC unit has a filter on it. Find out where it is, or have a professional come out, clean it, and probably do that once a year, I would imagine. So do that and get it cleaned out. Number two, install window film. You can install window film. It's actually great. Most home improvement stores and even some grocery stores sell it. It's a little box. It's fairly cheap. You just put it on. It's got the stick around, and what it does is you put it on the inside, and it essentially creates a barrier. And it's a very cheap, economical way to keep the drafts out of your windows until you can get new windows. So number three, install a programmable thermostat. If you have a thermostat that you just let run all day, you're not going to really save any money there. So if you have a programmable one where maybe you have it set on a certain temperature while you're gone, and then when you come home from work or on the weekend, it basically adjusts to your needs, that will cut your bill down quite a bit. So number four is use a draft blocker. They have these things. They're like cushions or whatnot, and they can slide underneath a door, and helps with some of the drafts. So or sealant that just goes in the door jamb. Make sure that your doors have that, like a garage entry door. They usually have this thing. It's a strip, and again, it's sold at like Lowe's, Home Depot, all those stores. But you just slide it in, and it keeps the drafts out. So number five, run a fan. Most of the time, especially in the warm weather, if you don't have AC running, even if you do, quite honestly, run your fans, because most of the time, or actually all the time, heat rises, and so the fans can help circulate things, and a fan could be a benefit to your AC unit as well. It just helps it not work as hard. And number six, open a window at night, especially if it's hot. Take advantage of the fact that it cools down at night, and leave a window open at night, as long as it's safe, as long as you're in an area that you can do that. So those are the 6 top ways to lower your energy bill, and I hope you start saving soon. So that concludes this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios Show, episode 031. I really appreciate you guys watching. You can find this on Facebook and YouTube, and even on Pinterest. I have a board there where it's not just pictures, you can actually look at the videos. If you are not subscribing or following or liking, please do that right now, and feel free to comment below. Okay, you can also watch this at it'sallabouttherealestate.com. That's my website, and my ultimate goal is to provide value and to get this out to the masses, and a lot of you have been sharing it. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So okay, let's do a question of the week. It's actually a pretty interesting one, and then we'll call this a day. So if you could build a house out of any material, doesn't matter what it is, Oreos, Legos, it doesn't matter. If you could build a house out of any material, what would you build and why? So again, you can build any house you want out of any material, and it would actually work. What material would you use, and why would you choose that? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Hey, have you guys hit the subscribe button yet? If not, please do so, because I don't want you guys to miss out on valuable information. So, and while you're at it, you can visit my website. It's allabouttherealestate.com. Thanks for watching.